I'm Lynn Strauss, chairman of our organization, the Metropolitan Transit Authority. July 1st is a very significant day for all of us. It's the first anniversary of our combined tram, train, and bus system in Melbourne, known as the Met. 12 months ago, the Met was established to operate and plan the three modes of public transport. It was the government's intention to ensure that the traveling public got better service and that we as employees could feel a sense of pride in the work that we carried out. It hasn't been easy. It takes time, money, and personal effort to update outmoded equipment, streamline existing services, and introduce new services wanted by the public. It takes time for three very large groups of people who have operated independently for over half a century to come together as a team. It also takes time to attract more people to use the system and feel good about it. But I can tell you, we're on the right track. In the first 12 months, we moved more people on the Met than we did in the last year that we operated separately. Certainly more than enough to know that we're doing it right. It's imperative that we continue to work together as a team to ensure that we move the people of Melbourne in the most efficient, comfortable, cost-effective way. You've a lot to be proud of, so let me show you what you and others in the Met have been doing over the past 12 months. Here at our Train Control System Center, known as Metro, we've taken a major step to ensure our trains in the metropolitan system get where they're going quickly and efficiently. The computerized system is the latest in the world and the largest of its type. There are 135 trains operating in Melbourne each day, with 2,000 arrivals and departures at Flinders Street Station alone. The $10 million Metro computer system can pinpoint the exact location of any train in the network at any time so that we can respond quickly. If there's a disruption, the train controller can chart another route to avoid the problem and get our passengers to their destinations. Metro is just part of railway upgrading. The old red rattlers are being phased out. 30 sleek new trains are currently in service, and one new train is coming off the production line every 3 weeks. Air conditioning, carpeted floors, cloth seats, air suspension, sun-dimming windows, and radio communications are features that make them more comfortable and safer to travel and work in. Along with the new trains, we're changing the face of our stations. The famous clocks of Flinders Street will stay, but Melbourne's pride and joy is being updated to make it a better place for passengers and staff alike. Inside, the changes will improve the flow of trains and passenger traffic, and the surroundings are being renovated. Outside, the famous facade has been cleaned and painted to bring it back to the way it was when it was first built. In fact, similar work is planned for a number of stations. Some buildings classified by the National Trust are being restored, but with better operating facilities. Other stations are being developed in line with local community needs to become part of an overall system, integrating our trains, trams, and buses with private transport. It's also likely we'll see more centers where train, bus, and taxi facilities are conveniently located under the one roof. Integration will sometimes mean disruption to the way we've been used to working, but in the long run it will help us all by making public transport more accessible and convenient for our customers. Bus services are very much a part of the total transport system, and in Box Hill, St. Albans, Ringwood, and Moorabbin, schedules and facilities are being reviewed in conjunction with community groups to better serve the neighborhood transport system. Apart from Aussie rules and the Melbourne Cup, there's nothing more closely associated with Melbourne than our famous trams. In the past year, we've made moves to improve them, not the least being the construction of 2 new classes of trams. In the first major change since 1975, the A-Class and the articulated 2000 series are being finished at our Preston workshops. They'll set new standards in spaciousness, safety, and ease of operation. Their design was conceived after consultation with passengers and employees. These 48 new trams will feature the return of roving conductors, boarding and exiting from 3 doors, and signal buttons for passengers wishing to alight. At the same time, we've been upgrading the W5 trams with sliding doors, solid floors, and new seats to give passengers and you a more comfortable ride. Reflecting the integration of all modes of transport, delivery of our trains, buses, and trams is progressively being changed. With each new vehicle delivery, the Met color scheme, green and gold, is becoming more and more visible. And that Met symbol is not just a fancy design, but a representation about what we're all achieving. An integrated transport system for Melbourne, about people, you, moving people. Thank you for giving me your time and helping to make it happen. Oh, and happy birthday.